is a question that everyone wants to know in pre-construction, and it's one of those things that is difficult to predict. Now we have a series of market indicators we can look at, but the best way to look at how the market's going to perform in between when you buy your condo and when it's finally built is to simply look at the historical appreciation of the neighborhood and of the city as a whole. Now when you look at Toronto over the past 3 or 4 years, you're going to see that, we've had some rapid appreciation. We're in a little bit of a supply crisis where we have a ton of demand and very few condos to sell. So if you just look at the past 3 years, you're going to see 15-16% appreciation as the average. This is not something that's sustainable, and this is not something I would predict for the inevitable future. We may have another couple double-digit appreciation years before we return to normal, but the best way to look at what is actually predictable and what's realistic for your condo to appreciate is to look at the previous 10 years or so. So when we look at a decade back to today, we're looking at a price increase of across the city about 7 to 8% year over year, depending on which market you're in. So it's also important to note that certain neighborhoods perform differently. For example, Yorkville was in the high 6s in terms of compounding percent year over year, whereas Mimico was at 7.5 and the entertainment district was at 8.1. As such, it's important to kind of just be aware that the normal rates are 6-7%. You can't expect the market to continue to do 12-13% year over year forever.